So other real number system that we want to consider. So number one, we have integer. So integer is being represented by this sign, this z. So and at times some people represent it by I, but mostly we use z. So this is set of positive and negative whole number. That is something like this. So this is what we call integer. Also, another one, we have natural number. So for natural number is being represented by this n. So we start from 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So that is set of natural numbers. So another one is whole number. So for the whole number, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So natural number is a set of it. Another one is number 4, rational number. So for the rational number, we use q to represent it. So and that is set of p over q, such that p comma q is an integer, and also q is not equal to 0. What this means is that rational numbers are the numbers in terms of division. So you can learn all this, you can check all this again. We have so many of it in textbooks. So it comprises of numbers in terms of fraction. As you can see, the fraction. Okay. Another thing is that q is not equal to 0. This and this, they are integers, and also they are relatively prime. That is, both of them have nothing in common. So that is, if you have 2 over 3, it's a fraction which is called rational number. And finally, a rational number, some people write it as IQ, while some people write it as Q complement. So rational numbers, these are the numbers in terms of let's say square root of 2, square root of 3, pi, and so on. They are irrational numbers. So they are numbers that are not in form of fraction. Any numbers that is not in form of fraction, such number is called irrational number. So that will make us to now define real number. We use this capital R for real number. So we now say that real number will now be Q union Q complement. That is union of rational and irrational. So that simply shows that real number is the union of number in terms of fraction and number not in terms of fraction. So real number comprises of all of them. So of our interest, let's consider, in fact, I can categorically say this, that natural number is a subset of rational number from this, and rational number is a subset of real number. And we know that real number is a union of rational and irrational. Okay, let's consider an example. The example is this: show that square root of 2 is a rational number. So in this case, we prove by contradiction. If you prove by contradiction, that simply means that we are going to assume that square root of 2 is rational. The question is, prove that is irrational. Since we want to prove by contradiction, we have to assume that square root of 2 is rational. Now, since square root of 2 is rational, then that means that square root of 2 can be expressed in terms of P over Q, because if it is rational must be in terms of fraction, and if you square both sides you are going to have 2 equal to P square over Q square, which simply means that P square is equal to 2Q squared. So what we have seen is that P square is equal to 2Q squared. Now what we have here is that P square and P are even integers. So they are even numbers, because P square is, because of these 2 times what we have here, 2 times what we have here. So P square, what is in between P square is 2. That simply means that these 2 divides P, and that simply what this thing means is that P can divide 2 without remainder. That is meaning of 2 divides P. And anytime they say 2 divides P, we normally write it like this under algebra, under our abstract algebra. If they say that 2 divides P, it simply means that P can be written as 2 times, let's say K. K is an integer. Let's say K belongs to an integer. So in that case, let's put it here. So when we put it here, we are going to have 2K squared equal to 2Q squared. This is 4K squared equal to 2Q squared. So that would mean that 2 cancel 2, we are going to have 2K squared. So you see here that Q squared and Q are also even. They are even numbers as well. Just like how P square, because Q square is equal to 2 times something. So 2 times whatever will give us, and we have known that K is an integer. 2 times whatever integer that we have there will be even. So it will be even. And here, if we assume that root 2 is rational, we express it as P and Q. P and Q, by definition of rational, it means that they are relatively prime. Relatively prime there simply means that they don't have anything in common. You will now see that 2 is an even number. Q square and Q, they are even number. P square and P, they are also even number. That simply means that they have something in common, which is 2. Shows that Q and P have 2 as common numbers. So, and it contradicts our assumption, because our assumption is that root 2 is a rational number. So that means P and Q must not have anything in common. But what you have shown here is that they have 2 in common. So in that case, since they are both even numbers, so they have 2 in common. 2 can go in the 2 at the same time. So that simply means that it contradicts our assumption. So that contradicts our assumption that square root of 2 is irrational. So, is irrational, Hence, this completes our proof. Our proof completes there, because we have assumed that it's irrational, and here we have seen that it's not irrational because they have 2 as common numbers. So we cannot say that this contradicts our assumption that square root of 2 is a rational number. So we have completed the proof.